Good morning, everyone. So today's video is about how turning bad things into good things, and just by using the power of your mind. So I am currently headed to the Comcast store, to the internet store, and I'm going to be returning their equipment because 3 attempts of guaranteed installs, guaranteed from this time to this time. I've been told that they're going to come out and take care of it 3 different times. Needless to say, this morning I wake up early, get everything ready, and now I've already cut out walls in my house, pulled the wiring through, got everything hooked up, so all they had to do was hook up the outside wire. Okay, I've already done everything else. And so anyways, they didn't show up this morning either. No call, no show. I call up. Oh well, they're delayed by just a little bit. He'll be there like 10:30, maybe 11 at the latest. It's now 11:30. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and return it because for whatever reason, it's probably for the best, because it's another bill that I really didn't want to pay, but I was trying to expand the channel. So I was trying to, do something here to, get things more productive, but it didn't work out. So I'm going to go a different way. It's probably best because, I was going to spend quite a few days putting together a studio and all this kind of stuff and repainting and, which I started a little bit of it, but I'm not at a point to where I have to continue down that road. But yeah, so no studio, no internet, so I'm gonna keep doing it at the warehouse, and that's all I can do. So upset, but like I said, for whatever reason the universe is telling me not to do it, so I'm not gonna do it. I will say though, when someone has a guarantee, that's probably the most upsetting thing, is the fact that I've been guaranteed 4 times. And the last phone call I had, well, what does a guarantee imply? Oh, well, you'll get a credit off any time that you don't use. I was like, well, I'm not even a customer yet. Y'all haven't even set up my internet. I don't even have it to get a credit. Oh, well, yeah, well, new customers, I guess, don't get a guarantee. I was like, then why do you even offer it? It just, the stupidity of it has kind of, I don't even know what to say about it. So, anyways, I'm going to go up and return their equipment and hopefully not get charged for anything. Supposedly, they were charging me for internet that I didn't have. So, I'm going to make sure that they didn't charge me for anything, but I'm just going to cancel the whole project and do it a different way. So, but what kills me is I've wasted the whole morning literally sitting around. I mean, I won't say wasted. I did clean up my yard. I took a whole bunch of metal, put it out by the road, and, a bunch of just stuff sitting around. And in fact, one of the craziest things, oh, damn it, I left my water. Oh, well. But one of the craziest things is I was cleaning up the back part of my yard, and my house used to have some nefarious things going on. A lot of strange dealings with cars before I got there, and there were a lot of car parts left over, and a lot of stuff left there, and just, I can't go into too much because my house is on record for things, but let's just say there was a lot of stuff that I could not sell or make money off of. I could only throw it away. So, but anyways, there was a lot of car parts whenever I first bought the house in the back, and they, it was the house was borderline condemned when I bought it, and just everything in it was disgusting. It took me a whole month just to be able to get in there and clean it, just the carpet and all the nastiness. And anyways, in the back part of the property, there was all kinds of car stuff, and I bought the house like early 2000s era, so I mean I've had the house for close to 20 years now, and idly was still finding car parts, and I remember there was a Beltec drop kit for a pickup truck, and I just found another piece to it 20 years later, and I'm like, my God. You know, so I just been in the back cleaning up and, you know, just cleaning off the driveway and while waiting on Comcast. So some good things happen. And, you know, like I said, this would have been a distraction from the main purpose I'm trying to do right now, which is get rid of all my stuff, because I don't have to have a studio. I don't have to have all this stuff. I'm just going to just figure out a different way to do it. So that's all I can do. And that's what I'm going to do now. So even though it's a very upsetting, very I'm trying to think of the right word here. Upsetting is a good word. I'm just going to stick with that. But it's a very upsetting morning. So anyways, so about these Georgia Guidestones getting blown up. In case you don't know, yesterday morning, early morning, the Georgia Guidestones, which have their own conspiracy wrapped around it, they were built in the 1980s. They had multitude of language, multitude of languages, and they were basically like the new 10 Commandments or the New World Order. There was a lot of stuff that was borderline satanic, borderline Marxist, borderline just weird, you know. And I'm not going to sit there and talk about what they were. I'm only going to talk about what happened. So they were blown up yesterday, and there are some suspicious things about it that, you know, I'm not going to say, oh, this is what happened, but I'm sitting back and observing. That's all I'm doing. And but the explosion happened, and within hours they had bulldozers out there tearing it down. And I know the government would not be out there within hours after an explosion with a bulldozer tearing it all down, unless it wasn't government and it was whoever owned it, or if it was on private property, which that I don't know. I don't know if it's on private property. I don't know. I know they were created back in the 80s by some group, some organization. So that would make more sense if it was privately owned, that someone had a bulldozer out there within a couple hours tearing it down. So the other thing, which not so much, you know, like conspiracy theory, but just something that I find intriguing, is that there was an explosion. They had multiple cameras all around it, so you had a 360-degree view. And in one of the views, the explosion happened, and the light behind it got like a traffic light, or not traffic light, like a, you know, just a parking lot light, like one of these big pole things on the side of the road had a big light up top. Well, that light intensified greatly. And the other thing is, if you go back and watch the explosion, which is all over the internet, I'm not going to try to edit it in or anything, but if you go back and watch the explosion, where's the fire? Like, the only thing that would make that kind of explosion would be like plastic or C4. You know, it wasn't TNT, it wasn't, you know, anything that's Black Power related, because there was no fire. So if someone used C4, that seems a lot more suspect than just someone having a pipe bomb or something like that, which is based off black powder and, you know, a pipe, of course. So anyway, just a couple of things I find intriguing. I'm not going to say, you know, what my personal thoughts are on it, because that's just me. You know, I think a lot of damn things, but I do find the lack of fire in an explosion puzzling. So, and the light behind it getting really illuminated at the, and it might be a shockwave shutter for the camera. I mean, there's a lot of things that I've been thinking about, but you know, it's intriguing. That's all I'm gonna say. So, and why now? Or why should, you know, why yesterday? So And they did have, and whoever, if it was all, you know, above board, and when I say above board, no conspiracy theory, no craziness, just someone going there with very high grade, military grade explosives. You know, they did catch a car leaving the scene. I'm assuming that they have the people on camera because of the 360 view. So I'm sure they know who it is, and you know, but it just, you know, the only thing that I know that can make an explosion without a flame is C4. Because, I mean, even det cord produces a flame. I mean, all this stuff. If you don't know explosives, you're not going to know half the stuff I'm talking about. But I'm, you know, being in the military, I've dabbled in explosives. So, but yeah. I'm pulling into Comcast, so, but yeah, that's this morning. And one of the things I was really hoping for on all this is to be able to make videos and upload them at my house instead of having to, you know, go to the shop to upload a video. But whatever, I don't know what in the world their issue is, or if I'm on some kind of list of saying, hey, don't, you know, let's make this guy's life harder than it needs to be, which that happens to me a lot. I mean, a whole lot. They're just the simplest things in life become very complicated for me, and I have yet to figure out the formula of why. Oh yeah, solve for y. Algebra. Anyways, that's it for now. I'm going to make more videos, and we're going to do a second year, and I'm going to attempt to do, I'm still going to try to do Twitch. I'm just going to have to do it from my shop. It's not going to be as refined. It's not going, definitely not going to be as air conditioned. That was, you know, so, but I will strive. I will keep on going, and no matter what, no matter how bad life hits you in the face, it's not how hard you get hit. It's how you get back up and keep moving. That's awesome Rocky shit right there. So if you know, you know. Peace, love, money. I'm out.